Hey everybody, Tony D and little Joan here who won't sit in her seat and who's very hot sitting in my lap. I mean, she is like a little tiny oven. But I thought I'd stop by and take a look. Twitter has Biden Gaffes, which I'll follow. Fresh daily Biden Gaffes. If he says it, we'll post it here. Join the fun. All right, let's hear some Biden Gaffes. This is a classic right here.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
It's a classic. That was from March 6th. Now here's the most recent one. This is June 22nd.
Logically, to find ourselves in position for COVID-19, including 830 Wisconsin.
COVID-9, he calls it. That is wrong. It's 19. Let's see what's next. This is what? This is oh, he forgets. This is from July 9th. He forgets America First.
It was just days ago that he was barely able to say this.
This guy's whole idea of America on its own is meant America alone. We're out.
It's America First. America. It's only 2 words in the motto, Joe. Jesus. He's falling apart. It's so sad. This is July 8th.
Lonnie knows I believe this every fiber of my being. We're posed. What I propose is it can be done. I think we're in a position to really make it happen. And my team and your team are already working closely together and to light up the path forward here. Critical.
The Daily Wire writes, when you didn't read your homework but the teacher calls on you. Yeah, exactly. It's all stall. He doesn't remember. That's July 8th. Let's see. This is also July 8th? Oh yeah, this is a bad one. Watch this one. This is him losing his train of thought.
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know.
Wow. I mean, he just trails off to nothing. It's just crazy. Oh, this is funny. This is Biden Gaff Bingo. It's got things. Let's see. Let's look at the bingo card. Confused your wife with your sister. Forgot what state you're in. Called a voter fat. Socialist space. Sniffed someone's hair. Been locked in your basement for weeks. Forgot Barack Obama's name. Oh yeah, that was a classic one. This one's from June 27th. Any further questions about why Joe Biden's handlers keep him under wraps?
People have watched me on television, and they've watched, and the more that Donald Trump is out, people.
So he confused Trump with Barack Obama. Okay. This is from June 26th. When a reporter repeatedly asked Biden why Americans should vote for him.
But why should people want to make a change, though?
Well, that's up to them to decide.
Why should they?
It's for them to decide.
Well, make your case.
I'm not going to.
Look, but why should...
I'm not going to. I'm not going to make my case. It's for them to decide. I'm not going to make my case. Why would I do that? This is June 27th, I guess at a speech.
Wake up. Get to work. There's so much more to be done. Thank you.
I don't think even he knew he was done that speech. Let's see. Let's watch Joe Biden's staff interrupt another interview.
People do want to be united, and I want to believe that things are...
I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt, Kiki. Mr. Vice President, I think we'll have to do this. This might need to be the last question, and then we'll...
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a presidential candidate actually get handled by his advisors, like actually interrupt him and move him along. like he can't handle it himself. Yeah, it's just sad to watch him sometimes. Here he is with Don Cheadle and Keith James. Here he is with Governor Tom Wolf. Governor Tom Wolf, who apparently is only 4 feet tall. Like, why is he so much lower than Biden? Oh, here's a good one.
I want to remind you that Delaware used to be part of Pennsylvania.
That's right, but we declared our independence on December the 7th, by the way.
We declared our independence by December the 7th. I mean, it just goes on and on. Oh yeah, and this is the one. This is the clip they've been playing for a while. This is him about crime. I'm not even going to play this one. I don't know if YouTube will flag it, because it sounds a little racist by today's standards. Let's see this one from June 5th, though. I think this will be the last one.
I look forward to introducing. I would have already done it had we had not had the death. George had not been held up against that curb. I would plan on introducing it earlier, but I'll be introducing it very quickly.
I think he's talking about George Floyd, and that's not how he died. The guy wasn't anywhere near the curb. He was on the other side of a car that was parked against the curb. And, geez. I mean, if you need any more evidence of Biden's cognitive decline, I think, just watching him. Joan, what are you sniffing? What are you sniffing over there? He's just too old for this. It's a shame to watch him go through it. I forget who was saying it. I guess it was Sticks and Hammer. It's like, he could have retired after being vice president, and he would have had a pretty good. He still would have been popular, Instead, they're going to tear him to ribbons. It's like he's a sacrifice for the Dems at this point. I mean, Donald Trump isn't going to give him any quarter, really. Although at this point, I mean, it's so sad. It's just, let the guy retire. You had suitable candidates. Buttigieg probably would have done okay. And you could have touted, oh, he's the first gay nominee. And, you could have gone down that path. And at least if you had gone down in flames, you could have been all woke about it. You already had a woman nominee. So, the idea that, we're going to have old Joe there and then he's going to nominate a VP, a woman of color. I don't even know who he's going to nominate at this point. I mean, Kamala Harris, she seems so unlikable. Stacey Abrams didn't even win the election she was in. So, who's that leave? I mean, Condoleezza Rice, maybe, but I think she's more Republican. Was it Susan Powers? Is that who I'm thinking of? Somebody else in the Obama administration? Or Susan Rice, maybe I'm thinking of. Someone like that. I think he really painted himself into a corner with that statement, I mean, at least, he could have said, I'm going to nominate a woman. At least it would have, he could have had Amy Klobuchar. She seemed to be, at least viable to some degree. Just looks like this entire, I mean, it's just getting sad at this point. Would anybody bet on Biden in a debate against Trump? I mean, seriously, if you would, I'll totally take your money. Because, I mean, he's just got to, I mean, Trump has bested people who were good at debating. And Biden's wasn't particularly good when he was, together. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. He just seems like he's falling apart at this point. I mean, look at all these gaffes. It just goes on and on. Oh, here's the one with Charlemagne the God. We've all heard that one. And it just goes on and on. And now he's like in his basement because every time he gets out with a crowd, he gets into some sort of confrontation. He's had confrontations, like 5 different confrontations. What other presidential candidate has had that much trouble on the campaign trail? I don't know. Joe Biden, man, let him retire. Just let him retire.